Okay, I've kept my mouth shut about this, but I'm going to go ahead and give my opinion on this subject. Everybody is freaking out over the soldiers first sleeping in the Capitol building, which is not an uncomfortable place. I mean, yeah, throw your sleeping bag or throw your whoopee on the ground, cover up, lay back on your rucksack, and shut up. I mean, it's not hard. It's really not. I've done it. I've done stuff like that. It's not an uncomfortable environment. Then they got moved to the parking garage, and people threw a fit over that. And now, I don't know what the outrage is at, because I see it on both sides of the aisle. Republicans, Democrats, they're both upset. Oh, our soldiers need to be in hotels. Okay, great. Yeah, they do. But when you're in the heat of battle, when you're in the tactical situation, there may not be time to run people back and forth. You might be on 3-hour shifts, get a few hours of sleep, and get right back on the line. Okay, we've all done it. I've slept in a hole that I dug. I've slept in a tent. I've slept in half of a pup tent, not a whole pup tent, a half of a pup tent in a lean-to. And I know some of you are thinking, well, gosh, Watson, you're old as heck. You know, you were probably in the 70s. No, I was in the Army of the 80s. I was in the Army of the 90s, and I was in the Army of the late 2000s, because I got recalled to active duty and I was in Afghanistan in 2009. So I've been in the modern Army, and sometimes you just got to suck it up and shut up. I guarantee you, if the soldiers are sniveling, it's not combat vets sniveling. It's little millennial crybaby weenies that went in the Army in 2016 that have never seen one moment of a combat deployment if they're sniveling about this. If it's not the soldiers sniveling, then it's probably the politicians. I'm driving right now, so I gotta try and be safe here. It's probably the politicians on both sides of the aisle playing this for politics with their feigned outrage. Okay? Tammy Duckworth, yeah, she's a Democrat and an amputee and served down range. Okay, you know what? I respect her. I'll give her that. If she wants to get upset about this, she's earned that right. If Dan Crenshaw wants to get upset, which I don't think he will, because he's a badass Navy SEAL and he's probably slept in a lot worse. But I don't think this is an issue. This is a short-term mission. They don't need to be put up in the Hilton. It ain't going to hurt them for a couple weeks to sleep on the ground, eat MREs, and I guarantee you they're not eating MREs. They're getting catered food brought to them, probably by businesses and other. I guarantee you the military has got out the government credit card, and these guys are eating like kings, drinking gourmet coffee, walking post. I heard one of the complaints is that there was nowhere to get internet. Oh my God. Yeah, I understand internet's kind of important today, but that's not a combat consideration. Now, plugging your phone in, being able to plug your phone in now, that's an issue. I think they should have somewhere to be able to do personal hygiene, like take hot showers, etc. But I guarantee you there's probably 55 locker rooms in the Capitol, because the congressmen and senators all go there. They have a gym there they work out in. They take showers. Congressmen and senators stay there until all hours of the night. I guarantee you there's facilities for those soldiers to get a hot shower every other day. So I just think that this issue is being blown out of proportion. I mean, when the troops first got to Iraq, they were sleeping on the ground. They were sleeping in holes. They were sandbagging the bottoms of their vehicles to protect them from IEDs, because we didn't have the upgraded armor yet. I mean, it was roughing it back in those days. And I just really don't think that these troops are suffering that badly in this situation. Now, I might get people get mad at me for saying this, but I mean, good God. I mean, shoot. I have slept in conditions and I have operated in conditions, and I wasn't even an 11 Bravo infantryman or an MP. I have operated in conditions that would blow your mind, and so have some of my fellow soldiers. And to make the fact that they're sleeping in a parking garage that is warm and dry and and away from the elements, and they're out there walking guard post for 2 or 3 hours at a time. I really think that we're making more out of this than it's really intended to be. Okay, and if you're a soldier right now and you're watching this and you're in the National Guard in Washington D.C., okay, I get it. You're making history, I know. But if you're watching this right now and you're whining and sniveling about sleeping on the ground on your rucksack in a parking garage, man, suck it up. That's what you signed up for. That is absolutely what you signed up for. You didn't sign up to live in hotels. You didn't sign up to drink Starbucks every hour of every day. You signed up to be hard. You signed up to fight. You signed up to defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Now, suck it up and be all about it. That's all I got to say. I'm Lonnie Watson. Have a hooah day.